Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Mustang Field on the South Union Township Sports Network. Joshua Scully with you tonight alongside Bill Dice. Before the action gets underway, we are scheduled for a 7:30 p.m. start to this match between the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Albert Gallatin Colonials. We will be celebrating senior night for the Laurel Highlands Mustang boys soccer team, and you will soon be hearing the voice of the one and only Jason Taylor as he introduces our seniors to us tonight from this Laurel Highlands Mustang team. We will keep the camera feed going and the microphone up as we celebrate our seniors here for this Mustang soccer team. And following senior night and the warm-up, we'll be back with you here on the South Union Township Sports Network to get the match started between the Mustangs and the Colonials.
Hard work, respecting others, and being a good team member are values that South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott knows well. Whether he's running a machine, repairing storm drains, operating a plow truck, or working with his fellow supervisors on economic growth, Jason Scott is working every day to keep residents safe, maintain the strength of our local businesses, and enhance the quality of life in South Union Township. Best wishes for a great season from Jason Scott, who would appreciate your vote for Township Supervisor.
Paid for by the candidate.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown. Doctors Calabrese, Hoppy, Lorenz, and I want to wish our local football teams and fans the very best in 2025 and remind you that our board-certified gastroenterologists are always here to help you and your family with a wide variety of GI health issues. Lastly, please consider a screening colonoscopy. It's a 30-minute painless test that could save your life.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
This is attorney Michael Mays of the Davis & Davis Law Firm. We have been helping injured people just like you recover millions of dollars for over 45 years. If you're hurt or injured, I want to meet you and make sure you get the money that you deserve. Call me at 724-437-2799 for your free consultation. The Davis & Davis Law Firm has been protecting our neighbors in Greene and Fayette counties for over 45 years. Go to davisanddavislaw.com or call 724-437-2799 for your free consultation.
Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown is a proud supporter of youth sports. Smith Lewis Chess was established in November of 1988 with offices in Uniontown and Indiana, PA. Their firm was established with professionals capable of providing a diversified range of services with a commitment to quality control and at the same time providing opportunities for their employees to experience interesting and rewarding careers. Contact Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown today. They are located at 670 Cherry Tree Lane in Uniontown. Phone 724-438-7088. That's 724-438-7088 for Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown.
If it's time for a change in decor at your home, let the trained staff at Chesler's Fine Furniture work their magic. The August store-wide furniture clearance is going on now. There are no gimmicks involved, just great values and old-fashioned service. Chesler's offers the finest in name-brand furnishings by famous makers, plus accent pieces and wall decor that will underline your unique sense of style. You'll find items such as genuine Lazy Boy rocker recliners for just $4.29, 5-piece dining sets starting at $5.99. For the family room, there are reclining sofas from $7.99 and up with matching reclining love seats and recliners. For the formal living room, there are sofas starting at $4.99. Don't forget the bedding department, as all mattress sets are reduced. Every piece of bedroom furniture, every piece of living room furniture and dining room furniture, every piece of furniture at Chesler's will be discounted. Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 in Uniontown, where customers send their friends.
Hello again, everyone joining us tonight on the South Union Township Sports Network. We are here live at Mustang Field for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and Albert Gallatin Colonials, scheduled for 7:30 p.m., and we may be slightly behind that. We are just moments away from beginning our senior night, and you will soon be hearing the voice of the one and only Jason Taylor as he acknowledges the Mustang seniors tonight. We want to just let you know that as we've got the inflatable up and the giant soccer balls in place, that senior night will begin any moment, and you'll hear that live here on the South Union Township Sports Network. We will keep the microphone and the feed live. Thank you for joining us as always. The match will be coming up following our senior night celebration. Thank you.
Good evening. As mentioned previously, you have joined us on a very special evening. We're here to honor the senior members of the Laurel Highlands boys soccer team. Before we get to our Mustang soccer players, we would like to acknowledge the senior members of the Albert Gallatin soccer team. Number 5, Denver Workman. Number 6, Jeremiah Bankhead. Number 14, T. Guzman. Number 17, Carson Adams. Number 22, Landon Eicher. Number 28, Luke McGahee. Number 30, Sam Evans. And number 31, Milo Grimes. Good luck to the Colonial seniors in all their future endeavors. At this time, we would also recognize the senior members of the Laurel Highlands cheerleading squad. Claire Dominic. Kate John. Kenzie John. Molly Nairn. Bella Reschenberg. And Ava Sepchak. Congratulations to all our senior Mustang cheerleaders. If I could direct your attention to the middle of the field, we have the Mustang coaches, Alexander Guy and James Guy, as well as Laurel Highlands Senior High School Principal John Diamond Here to honor the Mustang seniors. Our first member of the Mustang soccer team is senior number 23, Brody Baker. Brody is joined on the field by his parents, Bob and Joey Baker, and his brother, current Mustang soccer member team, Jackson Baker. Brody has played soccer for 13 years, honing his skills with the Riverhounds while earning 3 varsity letters here at Lower Highlands. Brody's most memorable moment is beating Thomas Jefferson in overtime last season. In addition to soccer, Brody has also played football, baseball, and track. Off the field, Brody works hard in the classroom, earning high honors. After high school, Brody plans to attend Penn State and study pre-med. Brody's advice to young players: hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Brody would like to especially thank his mom and dad. And the person Brody most admires is Jesus Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, number 23, Brody Baker. Our next senior is number 36, Toby Downs. Toby is being escorted on the field by his parents, Bob and Bobby Downs. Toby has played soccer for 12 years. He spent time in the Riverhounds grassroots system and is also in the South Union Township recreational soccer. His most memorable soccer moment is playing with his Lower Highland teammates and holding Bell Vernon scoreless at the beach. In addition to soccer, Toby's also participated in football and track. Toby is a decorated thrower in track, receiving accolades in the shot put and discus. He was named All-County in track. Off the field, Toby achieves academically. Toby is a member of the Lower Highlands and Intermediate 1 Champion Quiz League team. This group participated in state championship hosted at the state capitol 2 consecutive years. After high school, Toby plans to attend college and major in pre-med. Toby's advice for young players: believe in yourself and trust the process. Toby would like to thank his mom and dad for always believing in him, inspiring him, holding him accountable, and teaching him the core value of being kind and respectful, and pushing him to be the best version of himself. Ladies and gentlemen, number 36, Toby Downs. Our next senior is number 22, Casey Mahoney. Casey is joined on the field by his parents, Teresa and Daniel Mahoney, and his sister, Abby Mahoney. Casey has played soccer for 14 years, honing his skills with the Fayette County Youth Soccer Club and Fayette United, while earning 3 varsity letters for the Mustangs. Casey's most memorable soccer moment is beating Thomas Jefferson in overtime to break the winning streak. Casey, in addition to playing soccer, has achieved in swimming for the Lower Highlands swimming team. He's a decorated swimmer, earning a WPIAL qualifier and state qualifier as a freshman, sophomore, and junior. Casey placed 5th in the 100 breaststroke sophomore year and 4th his junior year at states. Off the field, Casey participates in the Spanish club, ski club, and Bible study. After After high school, Casey plans to major in business management and real estate while continuing his swimming career. Casey's advice for young players: to be outgoing on the field and work hard before your time runs out. Casey would also like to thank his family, friends, and coaches for being with him through it all. Casey most admires his parents and Jesus Christ. Number 22, Casey Mahoney. Our next senior is number 4, Zach Roselle. Zach is being joined on the field by his parents, Bill Roselle and Sadie Roselle. Zach has played soccer for 14 years. His most memorable soccer moment is winning the Menarcheck Championship after being down 2 games in the bracket. In addition to soccer, Zach has also played baseball and track. Off the field, Zach achieves in the classroom, earning high honors with a 3.8 GPA. For plans after high school, Zach is still undecided, but he considers his future options. Zach's advice for young players: don't take it for granted and just have fun with it. Zach would like to thank his dad for always teaching him to work hard and earn everything as nothing is given. Also, his family and friends for always being his go-to in situations where he needs them. Ladies and gentlemen, number 4, Zach Roselle. Our last senior is number 8, Cole Radcliffe. Cole was escorted by his parents, Harry and Courtney Radcliffe, and his siblings, Harry and Jocelyn, along with his grandmothers, Kathy Radcliffe and Colleen McLaughlin. Cole has played soccer for 13 years, earning 4 varsity letters. While moving up the soccer ranks, Cole has logged time with the Riverhounds ECNL, Riverhounds USL Academy, Riverhounds East, and Tri-State Elite in Foothills. His most memorable soccer moments are scoring on a bicycle kick against the Nationals ECNL to take the lead, and scoring an overtime goal against TJ to snap their unbeaten streak. Cole currently holds the single-season scoring record here at Laurel Highlands with 33 goals. In addition, his career goals of 54 also put him atop the all-time list here at Laurel Highlands. In addition to his accomplishments on the soccer field, Cole also participates in golf and track. Cole earned honors in the triple and long jumps, finishing 3rd in the county. After high school, Cole plans to attend college and continue his athletic career. Cole's advice for young players: work hard, never give up, and keep your heads up. Cole would like to send thanks to his dad, his mom, Harry and Jossie, for always supporting him throughout his soccer career, and to his grandmothers for always being there when he needed them the most. He would also like to thank his coaches and trainers for shaping him into the soccer player that he is today. Without the support and dedication, he would not be where he is today. Ladies and gentlemen, number 8, Cole Radcliffe. Once again, let's hear it for all the senior members of the boys soccer team. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we would ask that everybody please rise and gentlemen remove your caps for the singing of our national anthem. We're excited to have a special guest, a senior member of the Laurel Highlands graduating class of 2026, Mr. Jackson Wade. Jackson is one of the stars of the Laurel Highlands musical Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat this spring. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jackson Wade.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Hard work, respecting others, and being a good team member are values that South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott knows well. Whether he's running a machine, repairing storm drains, operating a plow truck, or working with his fellow supervisors on economic growth, Jason Scott is working every day to keep residents safe, maintain the strength of our local businesses, and enhance the quality of life in South Union Township. Best wishes for a great season from Jason Scott, who would appreciate your vote for Township Supervisor.
Paid for by the candidate.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Hello, this is Jeremy Davis from the law firm of Davis & Davis. We have been helping the great people of Fayette County for over 45 years with personal injury claims. If you are hurt or injured, call our law firm today for your free consultation. Remember, the insurance companies are not on your side. We will personally come out and meet with you. Call us at 724-437-2799. We have helped people like you recover millions of dollars. You will not pay anything until we win your case. We will fight for you.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown is a proud supporter of youth sports. Smith Lewis Chess was established in November of 1988 with offices in Uniontown and Indiana, PA. Their firm was established with professionals capable of providing a diversified range of services with a commitment to quality control and at the same time providing opportunities for their employees to experience interesting and rewarding careers. Contact Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown today. They are located at 670 Cherry Tree Lane in Uniontown. Phone 724-438-7088. That's 724-438-7088 for Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown.
This is Dr. Alyssa Lorenz of U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown, Pennsylvania. Common issues like difficulty with swallowing, frequent heartburn, recurrent abdominal pain, bowel habit problems, and rectal bleeding are often easily diagnosed and treated. Dr. Calabrese Stokes, Hoppy, and I are local gastroenterologists that are here to help. For more information, call our Uniontown office at 724-437-7677.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500. If it's time for a change in decor at your home, let the trained staff at Chesler's Fine Furniture work their magic. The August store-wide furniture clearance is going on now. There are no gimmicks involved, just great values and old-fashioned service. Chesler's offers the finest in name-brand furnishings by famous makers, plus accent pieces and wall decor that will underline your unique sense of style. You'll find items such as genuine Lazy Boy rocker recliners for just $4.29. 5-piece dining sets starting at $5.99. For the family room, there are reclining sofas from $7.99 and up with matching reclining love seats and recliners. For the formal living room, there are sofas starting at $4.99. Don't forget the bedding department, as all mattress sets are reduced. Every piece of bedroom furniture, every piece of living room furniture and dining room furniture, every piece of furniture at Chesler's will be discounted. Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 in Uniontown, where customers send their friends.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Mustang Field in Uniontown, Pennsylvania on a beautiful October evening. October the 14th, senior night here for Laurel Highlands as the Mustangs play host to the Albert Gallatin Colonials in what will be, for the Mustangs, a very, very important match tonight. Right now, clear and 58 degrees. We are not anticipating any rain this evening. We are anticipating the temperature to drop as low as 56 degrees, possibly even 55 degrees before this match is over. So very, very chill temperatures are what we are looking for tonight, the Mustangs and the Colonials, a Fayette County rivalry matchup. Let's talk about where we're at right now for these two teams in 3A Section 2, where Laurel Highlands currently sits in 5th. They are 6-7 in the conference. They are 10-7 overall. So they are unbeaten outside of this conference. They have lost some absolute heartbreakers, including 2 against Bethel Park, who leads the pack in 3A Section 2. They are undefeated in conference play. They are 11-0-2 overall in conference play. They are 11-1-3 overall for their season. Laurel Highlands unfortunately lost to Bethel Park both times by just a single goal. In fact, Laurel Highlands' 5 most recent losses have been by just a single goal. They come in suffering a loss on the 9th to Bethel Park 2-1. Prior to that, a big win over McKeesport 8-0. We were with you for the Trinity matchup back on October 2nd. That was a 2-1 defeat for the Mustangs. Prior to that one, they had been on the road for 3 consecutive matches, losing 1-0 to Ringgold in Ringgold, beating the Uniontown Red Raiders 5-0, and losing to the beating the South Fayette Lions 3-2 in South Fayette. The Albert Gallatin Colonials are 1-12 in the conference. They are 2-14 overall. They do come in with a win to their credit against McKeesport. They beat McKeesport back on the 9th, 8-1. Since then, though, they have sustained quite a few losses in a row, several of them in the conference. South Fayette, Bethel Park, Thomas Jefferson, Trinity, Ringgold, all getting the best of Albert Gallatin between September 23rd and October 7th. And in that stretch of 5 matches, the Colonials scored just 1 goal. So if you take away that McKeesport matchup, recently the Colonials' offense, their attack has really struggled. That is something, if they're going to go toe-to-toe with this Mustang team, they will certainly want to improve upon. The Mustangs, of course, do not want to hear anything about that tonight. They want to win, and if they are able to win, they could potentially pull themselves into a tie with the Ringgold Rams. Ringgold Rams entering tonight are 7-6 in the conference, 8-7 overall. It would be a great opportunity for the Mustangs to be able to pull themselves level in the conference with the Ringgold Rams if the Mustangs are able to handle the Colonials tonight. We're going to take a short break here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Joshua Scully and Bill Dice with you tonight. Bill is behind the camera. We will be turning it over to Mr. Jason Taylor, the PA, for our pregame introductions and information. We'll leave the mic and the camera up for that, and when we return, it'll be time for action between the Mustangs and the Colonials.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Mustang View, here on the campus of Laurel Highlands Senior High School, for this evening's boys soccer match between the visiting Albert Gallatin Colonials and your Laurel Highlands Mustangs. And now for the starting lineups for this evening's match. First, for the visiting Albert Gallatin Colonials. The Colonials are led by head coach Bruce Guzman and assistant coach Tom Van Camp. Senior midfielder number 5, Denver Workman. On defense, a senior, number 22, Landon Eicher. A senior defender, number 31, Milo Grimes. A senior defender, number 6, Jeremiah Bankhead. At forward, a senior, number 14, Talishan Guzman. A senior midfielder, number 30, Samuel Evans. A junior midfielder, number 9, Josh Basenbaker. On defense for the Mustangs, he's a senior. Number 22, Casey Mahoney. On defense, he's a senior. Number 23, Brody Baker. A junior defender, number 28, Ethan Perkins. On defense, a sophomore, number 31, Mason Seaside. In goal for the Mustangs, he's a senior, number 38, number 36, Toby Down. A junior midfielder, number 38, Matt Gallatin. In the midfielder, a sophomore, number 42, Elliot Moore.
Good evening again, ladies and gentlemen. The South Union Township Supervisors present the South Union Township Sports Network today from Mustang Field. It's boys WPIAL soccer as the Laurel Highlands Mustangs will play host to the Colonials from Albert Gallatin. Hi, everybody. I'm Joshua Scully with Bill Dice tonight behind the camera. South Union Township Sports Network coverage is a joint cooperative venture with Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, along with Armstrong and Breezeline Cable and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. Again, Joshua Scully and Bill Dice here with you tonight. Our seniors for Laurel Highlands, Brody Baker, Toby Downs, Casey Mahoney, Zach Roselle, Cole Radcliffe. Cole Radcliffe, now the owner of the single-season scoring record. He has 33 goals this season, and he is also now the all-time leading scorer for Laurel Highlands in the program history for this soccer team. Laurel Highlands tonight in their red and blue uniform. They'll be working left to right. The Albert Gallatin Colonials in their white and black uniform. They'll be working right to left as we get this one underway on the South Union Township Sports Network. And it will be Albert Gallatin Stephen Popson who is going to set himself up for the kickoff here. 40 minutes on the clock, and we are underway. Popson's going to drive this back to his defense, and the Colonials will start from there. Big leader down across midfield. The Mustangs, again, they really want to win this one. A win tonight would pull them into a tie with Ringgold in the conference. Ringgold right now 7-6 in 3A Section 2. Laurel Highlands 6-7. And the good news for the Mustangs is that the Ringgold Rams tonight have to go toe-to-toe with Bethel Park. Bethel Park 11-0-2 in the conference. Those two ties coming from Thomas Jefferson and Trinity. And right out of the gate, we have a goal that quick for Laurel Highlands. Number 8 striking here. Cole Radcliffe. Did not take him long to pick up his first goal of the night. And just like that, the Mustangs lead 1-0. Cole did not even let us get through our introductions here on the South Union Township Sports Network. We had a feeling the Mustangs would put together a strong showing, and certainly Radcliffe has done just that here. 39-18 left to play in the first half. We do not even have a minute on the books, and the Mustangs already hold on to a 1-goal lead. The Mustangs here will take control on the far side. In the standings, Bethel Park is out front. Thomas Jefferson and Trinity, the two teams that were able to force Bethel Park to a tie. Thomas Jefferson 10-2-1 in Class 3A Section 2. Trinity 9-3-1. Ringgold 7-6. Laurel Highlands 6-7. Laurel Highlands very strong outside of the conference. Tonight, they are looking to vanquish a county rival. Here's a great lead, and thankfully for the Colonials, their netminder Samuel Evans rushes ahead and gets a body on that one. Already the Mustangs do, in fact, lead here tonight. Check that in goal tonight. We have Caden Beers for the Colonials. But the Mustangs do, in fact, lead as this one nearly lost to the sideline. Will be maintained by the Colonials on the near side. That's Milo Grimes controlling for a moment. Then he'll lose it to the sideline, and it will be a throw-in opportunity for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. The Mustangs coming off a stretch where they were very successful, and even in defeat, they played some absolute battles, including one here just about a week or so ago against Trinity, a really great match. Laurel Highlands, most of their recent defeats when they have not been able to win have, of course, just been by the one goal. They have lost twice to Bethel Park this season by just a goal, one after extra time. So this Laurel Highlands team has had a wonderful season, and right now they want to finish conference play on a strong note against Albert Gallatin. Albert Gallatin going to drop this one back toward the center line and reset themselves, and they lose it off the foot of Jeremiah Bankhead across the sideline on our side. And a throw in here, 56 degrees under clear skies to start this match. The Mustangs again looking for more offense. This could potentially be a through ball, giving some real chase for the Mustangs. Zach Roselle here on senior night. That one rolls through, will be a throw in for the Colonials. We are expecting the temperature to decline throughout the course of the match, of course, now that the sun has entirely disappeared from view. And we could see a low tonight south of 55 degrees, which is maybe even beyond sweater weather for some folks. Caden Beers, the sophomore, diving on this one again. Beers already surrendering one goal to Cole Radcliffe tonight. He'll boot this one away. A low line drive kick. The Mustangs momentarily get a foot on it. Now the Colonials will seize control and work it the other way. Working on the far sideline here, that's Jeremiah Bankhead. Bankhead will move it across to number 31, Grimes, and then Grimes will move it off to his right until the Mustangs will take control at the center line. Now they want to attack a big lead and a good lead here, and there was no option there for Beers but to rush ahead deep in the penalty box away from the goal to take control of that, or he was going to be in some serious trouble. The Colonials still looking for some offense here after about 4 minutes of play. The Mustangs have been so far so good as far as their control of the soccer ball itself. Colonials looking for something across the center line. Again, the Mustangs will deny. Senior night here for the Mustangs. They've had a great season. As we mentioned earlier, they have been excellent outside of section play when they step out of conference. They have been very good this season. They are looking to end up in a tie with Ringgold. And this one is going to be a through ball lost to the Colonials bench. We had an entertaining JV game earlier tonight as well. A couple of big goals near the end of that game. This header will send the ball out of bounds. Will be a throw in again. Colonials will be denied this time. Good defensive play there by number 22, Landon Eicher, for the Colonials. Battle here back and forth. The Mustangs take it right back. Laurel Highlands has been very strong here so far tonight as far as dictating the pace and the course of this one. They're looking for Jackson Nairn deep now near the corner. This one going to be deflected off the foot of number 6, Jeremiah Bankhead. Now popped up and squeezed by Caden Beers, and Beers will have an opportunity. No, he'll defer here and roll this one out, and this one will be driven to near the center line. Again, the Mustangs all over it. They have not afforded the Colonials much of anything as Matt Kalinsick momentarily has control. And now it's going to be moved ahead to Elliot Bohr. Bohr weaving through some traffic, splitting defenders. He wanted to go ahead there to number 16, Jackson Nairn, and that one gets away and out of play. I asked the officials if they would like to be recognized tonight, given that it was senior night and a rivalry matchup, and they told me absolutely not. So the throw in here from the near sideline, the Colonials will lose control immediately to the Mustangs. Now battling is number 14, T. Guzman. Guzman, of course, usually looking to hit the A or B gap for the Colonials football team here He's trying to establish a dribble away from the Mustangs, and the Mustangs have been all over this Colonial team so far tonight. Caden Beer, again, the sophomore, plays goal, and he's a forward, will boot this one out of the goal box and toward the center line. The Colonials now maybe have something happening. This is the first time the Colonials have really threatened even at midfield in a few minutes. 33-33 left to play here in the first half on the South Union Township Sports Network. Hard to believe that the regular season of soccer already drawing to a conclusion. It seems like we had only just begun soccer play here in southwestern Pennsylvania. Football season, of course, for many teams also down to just a week or two. The same can be said for our other fall sports, including cross country, which is eyeing the postseason as it is. Great stop there by Beer across the center of the net, but the Mustangs are there for the rebound, and a big kick here is going to go wide of the goal and out of play. Elliott Boer really laid into that one, looking for the top corner perhaps over top of Beer. Beer will take an opportunity to get a drink of a Gatorade that he has hidden behind the goal. If anyone wants to buy Caden Beers a Gatorade, it does look like he is drinking the blue-colored one, just in case you're here tonight and listening, and maybe you're a Colonial fan and want to keep Caden hydrated. Now it's going to be Boer moving the other way, and this time it'll be jumped by the Colonials' number 30, Samuel Evans. The Mustangs able to momentarily get control again. Now the Colonials' defenders will see this one bounce back to Caden Beers. Beers will take a moment and adjust some clothing, and now he's ready to drive this one away. This is a big kick. Will get off ahead to the center line, momentarily controlled by Stephen Popson. And now the Colonials are going to threaten. They're going to force this Mustang defense to work. Guzman, nice tackle there. Now Guzman trying to dribble himself out of trouble. He's going to get it over to number 31. That's Milo Grimes. And Grimes will send one at goal, but immediately taken care of by the Mustangs netminder. No threat there. That one a bit of a slow roller. But Grimes not done yet. He's going to get a lead here. Now a little give and go action back to Grimes, and Grimes finally has that one taken away by the Mustangs number 22, Casey Mahoney. And this is a through ball out of play across the far sideline. It will be a throw in for Mason Seaside. Big throw here down the sideline, looking for a target. He wanted Jackson Nairn. Nairn able to establish control, now a lead. We'll see what Beers decides to do. Beers is going to send it right back, a little ricochet ball here, and he finds Guzman at midfield. Guzman trying to get this one under control, and he nearly is able to. He falls down. Hopefully he's okay. Albert Gallatin Colonials football team, of course, looking for a perfect season. They have just 2 games left, and you certainly want Guzman to be involved in those final 2 wins. Guzman again will try to establish control here, and he'll be momentarily denied by Nairn. Then a through ball across the sideline will be a throw in for the Colonials. Doing the honors here for the Colonials will be number 6, Bankhead. Bankhead waiting until everyone is settled. Then he's looking for a target. He wanted Popson, but there was no chance for that. Popson did not quite look to be in the right spot. Now it's going to be Nairn off the pass. Nairn trying to lead middle. Good foot there by the Colonials' Caden Springer to stop anything from happening in the middle. The Mustangs had the middle lane for an attack at Caden Beers, and a quick foot there by Springer will set up a corner kick. Mustangs going to position themselves. The corner kick's always a lot of fun, depending on your perspective. Jackson Baker is going to set himself up. Benjamin Antol also in the game along with Baker. Baker looking for some contact, and a header is in! Hello, number 38, Matt Kolensik. And he's going to use the nugget, and the nugget is just fine. The Mustangs lead 2-0, and that was just about perfectly placed by Jackson Baker. He dropped it in the bucket, a bucket of chicken nuggets, if you will, and off the nugget it goes into the goal, 2-0. Really well done by the Mustangs. Right now the Colonials looking for an answer. They wanted to go deep there to number 31, Milo Grimes. Could not quite find him. Grimes will momentarily control here at the center line. Now the Colonials on the far sideline. This is near the Mustang bench. Nice little weave here for the Colonials. Now they get it to Guzman. They just cannot quite establish the forward momentum they want. The Mustangs quite frequently sending them the other direction. Now here's a great tackle and takeaway for the Mustangs down the sideline. This is going to be Nairn. Nairn, good lead to the middle, and the Colonials are there this time. This one is booted away by Dane Murray. Nairn, quick little flip pass here to Elliott Boer. Boer back to Nairn. Nairn sizing up the situation. Wanted to go back to Boer. He'll be denied by Grimes. Now Grimes and Nairn momentarily tied up. Throw in here for the Albert Gallatin Colonials. This will be thrown in by number 6, Jeremiah Bankhead, one of the seniors for the Colonials, of course, and always tastefully so. The Mustangs recognize the Colonial seniors as well tonight. And the Colonials do have a relatively senior-laden team here. Mustangs will take control, driving, left wing, denied by the Colonials, steered back to the center line. Now the Mustangs have momentary control again, some back and forth here. Looking for Nairn. Nairn with an opportunity has this one knuckle out of play. 2-0 your score, 27-35 to play. Thanks for joining us here on the South Union Township Sports Network. We want to thank our sponsors, Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law. Here's Nairn sending one to the middle and nearly guided to the goal, then out of play. The Sprouse Insurance Group and Agent David Hughes, SWGI Specialist, now a part of U.S. Digestive Health, the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute, and physical therapist Jim Burns, United Bank, LH Girls Soccer Boosters, Chesler's Fine Furniture, and South Union Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. Now at the center line, the Mustangs eager to expand upon this lead. Why not? It's senior night. Center lane, big boot, and this one is just wide. And my goodness, that was close. Caden Beers stepping out to his left, probably breathing a sigh of relief as that one passes to his left and wide. Now setting themselves up, the Colonials will send back Landon Eicher. Eicher will line this one up between the A&N and Mustangs as the rest of the formation for the Colonials takes their location. This one off ahead, and now the Mustangs will retreat and cover this one up. Ethan Perkins, the first body to it, now coming away from the goal. The Mustangs working the far sideline, then they lose it near their own bench. Colonials looking for Grimes. They'll find him momentarily. Trying to flip a teammate ahead there for the attack on the right wing. No success. This one rolls out of play. Toby Downs in goal for the Mustangs. He'll flip this one over to Casey Mahoney. And now Mahoney drives it toward the center line. Good kick. The Colonials are there off a chest. And momentarily controlling was Bankhead. Bankhead needs help, and he's going to retreat and move it back to his defense. Now coming from the defense, that was Dane Murray. This pass is taken away, and the Mustangs are in good position. A little bit of contact there, and maybe too much, I think, from number 31, Milo Grimes, who got a good piece of Cole Radcliffe from behind, but no whistle. Maybe that's why these officials want to remain anonymous. I'm not sure. Coming back now, the Mustangs going to look our side to Brody Baker. Baker will patiently dribble through midfield. Finds momentarily Elliott Boer, and then Boer sees this one taken away by the Colonials. Albert Gallatin coming into this contest. 2 wins overall, just 1 win in the conference. That win, of course, just a recent one coming against McKeesport. McKeesport also 1-12 in conference play this season. So there's a chance if the Colonials were to rally here and manage to win this game that they would not finish at the bottom of 3A Section 2. McKeesport, we might assume, will probably be tested tonight. And finally, a whistle, perhaps an offside situation here as Grimes rushed ahead to try to get his noggin on the ball. And instead, we're going to see a kick opportunity here coming for the Colonials as they will continue to work right to left. 24-24 left to play here in the first half. A great start for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. For the Colonials, still plenty of time, and you only trail by 2. This one is going to also bring about a whistle as Toby Downs rushes up in the penalty box to take control of this one. Here's one moved casually to Brody Baker. Baker, a big drive here, and this one is going to have just a little bit too much on it. Rolls out of play. Right now the Colonials may be pleased with being able to quell the storm, so to speak. The Mustangs came out and scored almost immediately. We do have some substitutions coming on for the Colonials and for the Mustangs. For the Colonials, it's going to be number 9. So we believe Joshua Fazenbaker is checking back in. He's a junior back in for this Colonial team. And this one, my goodness, so very close for the Mustangs. That one just misses the goal. The Colonials able to dodge that one as Milo Grimes, one of our Colonial seniors, tees this one up from the bridge in the A, and he gives it a boot. This one a good kick to the center line. The Colonials not able to control, though. It will be the Mustangs' defense, and specifically Casey Mahoney, who watches that one roll back to Toby Downs. Downs working to his right, comes right back to Mahoney. Mahoney a quick dribble and a bit of an interference move there by the Colonials just to try to break up that pass. Not much luck, though, as the Mustangs continue to control. Now off a Colonial body on the lead, and Guzman trying to work it back the other way. The Mustangs have been very quick to get ahead of virtually any Colonial attack. The Colonials have not had much success going to the wings. The only time they have really threatened has been down the middle. We do have a whistle here with some contact right in front of the scoreboard. 21:45 to play. Don't forget, if you're watching this game on Breezeline or Armstrong Cable, we'd like to let you know that South Union Township Sports Network games and programs are now available live online. It's easy to find. Just log on to youtube.com and search South Union Television, or follow the South Union Township Sports Network on Facebook for program updates. Facebook.com/South Union TV. Subscribe for notifications when we go live. 2-0 your score, 21:15 left to play. The Mustangs will start in the shadow of their goal. And this will be number 22, Casey Mahoney, one of our seniors, sending it to the right side. Now a lead ahead. Well played there by Radcliffe, who saw an opportunity. Mustangs not quite able to capitalize. A wise play by Caden Beers, who steps out and denies any further trouble. Beers, as he often has, looking to the middle here. That time, specifically, he was looking for Landon Eicher. Eicher now looking for the tackle. He won't get it, but he gets some help from the Colonial defense. The Mustangs on the outside looking in right now from midfield. Now coming back the other way. Guzman going to lead. Guzman has a man. This is number 7 for the Colonials, Popson. Popson, a little move. He tried to go back to number 6 toward the middle. That was Bankhead. Good tackle here by the Colonials by Fazenbaker, but taken right back by the Mustangs, who lead this one down. And Radcliffe knew he had just a second to decide as Grimes was trying to close him out, and Beers was charging out, and Radcliffe did everything he could to get one to the goal, but that one goes out of play with 20:12 remaining. South Union Township Sports Network wants to wish a happy birthday, a very happy 58th birthday to one of our dearest friends, Stephen A. Smith. Had a chance to talk to Stephen A. earlier today just before he began his podcast. He was enjoying a piece of cake, and so if he's listening, happy birthday, Stephen A. Your opinions are always okay with me. Coming down the middle here, and now well played by the Colonials as Jackson Baker got a lot further as a one-man show than the Colonials probably would have liked. Also, happy birthday today from the South Union Township Sports Network to Detroit Lions quarterback Jared Goff, born today in 1994. Difficult night for Jared Goff recently here against the Kansas City Chiefs, but hopefully he had a nice birthday. A gift card to Amazon can really change your spirits quite a bit. Now the Mustangs wanted a big kick there, and it's going to be steered away. Well played by number 31, Milo Grimes, who really absorbed that kick with his body. The Mustangs continue to control just outside the penalty box. Now they'll drop back and move this one to our side. Brody Baker. Baker looking to attack on the right. Now Nairn from the right wing will kick this one off of Guzman's head. And that was about as directly off of someone's head as you're going to see. Guzman appears to be okay. The Colonials trying to deny the Mustangs an easy look, and they'll drive this one away. Out of play, a through ball as Brody Baker was trying to find position. Cole Solarczyk on for the Mustangs. And Milo Grimes in position to drive this one away from his own net. 17:38 to play. This one is going to catch Landon Eicher for a header. Colonials looking for control. They go midfield to Guzman. Guzman. Good footwork there, but stepping right in and taking it away on the tackle was Nairn. Nairn continuing to fight now. Guzman looking for number 6, his teammate Jeremiah Bankhead on the left side, but nobody home. Midfield, a tackle here for Guzman. Guzman working the sideline. And where he may have had Popson, no one was present except the Mustangs. This one kicked out of play on the near side. Speaking of birthdays and birthday cake, today is also National Dessert Day as Bankhead throws this one in. So for these birthdays, for Stephen A. and Jared Goff, maybe they're even celebrating their birthday together. Hopefully they are enjoying some cake as it is also National Dessert Day. This one across the byline and out of play, 2-0. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs lead with 17 minutes exactly remaining. It is senior night tonight. And number 22 for the Mustangs, this is Casey Mahoney, will position himself to move this one away from the goal. In goal tonight for the Mustangs, again, one of our seniors recognized this evening, Toby Downs. Colonials now with an opportunity, but the Mustangs immediately take it away. Grimes not ready to give up on it. Ball will end up here with Bankhead. Bankhead, little pass to the middle. Give and go attempt there. Eicher thought about going right back to Bankhead, but the Mustangs defense has been strong. Even when the Colonials have had a glimmer of hope, the Mustangs have been very quick in recovery. Beers will let this one roll out of play across the byline and out of play. Laurel Highlands, of course, taking the lead immediately, courtesy the one and only Cole Radcliffe, who's had such a wonderful season for the Mustangs. Here's a good kick to center field, but the Mustangs with control. And now Radcliffe rockets one, and that is in. That one is on its way to the moon. Cole Radcliffe now with a brace, and the Mustangs lead 3-0 here with 15:10 to play in the first half. And check that. Our time is not quite lined up with the actual game time. We are showing 15 minutes. We, in fact, have 15:44 to play as of that most recent goal. Stephen Popson will drop this one back. The Colonials looking for some offense here before the break. They do have over 15 minutes. Guzman, again, part of that impressive Colonial football team. Colonial head coach is Bruce Guzman. He's assisted by Tom Van Camp. This one lost to the sideline. Cole Radcliffe having a wonderful evening as you hear him recognized by the public address. Jason Taylor, Radcliffe there again. Caden Beers just able to seize that one. We are now under 15 minutes here in the first half on a beautiful, cool Tuesday night in Fayette County, Tuesday, October the 14th. 2005, a rivalry matchup between these two teams, both of whom belong to 3A Section 2. And if you enjoy, we'll say Fayette County rivalry matchups, you'll want to check out WMBS on Friday. The WMBS YouTube and Facebook page will have the broadcast of the Coal Bucket game between the Uniontown Red Raiders and the Connellsville Falcons. A long history of the Coal Bucket, which has existed in Connellsville now for many years. The Uniontown Red Raiders looking to get the Coal Bucket away from the Occoganey River this Friday, if at all possible, and they will go to the banks of the Occoganey in Connellsville to try to wrestle that trophy away from the Falcons. Now the official here going to make a tackle, and a pretty good one, and this one will be continued. The official initially took a step back. He did not signal for a stoppage of play, so he did not feel his interference was overly significant. This one kicked out of play by the Mustangs. 3-0 your score, 13:43 to play. And again, number 31, Grimes will drop back. And we've got some first responders cruising by Mustang Field in the background here. Hopefully everyone in the city okay tonight. Beautiful night. Certainly feels like fall now. We had a very late summer, if you will, with summer temperatures hanging around for a few more weeks than normal. Mustangs looking for numbers, and on the far side now, we do have Lucas DeGia, and DeGia sees this one kicked away. Mustangs get it right back under control. Laurel Highlands will knuckle this one up. Radcliffe was in the center lane. This one is going to be played to Beers, and Beers able to take control of it. Good crowd here tonight at Mustang Field. As we had senior night tonight, we recognized the Colonial seniors, and of course the Mustang seniors were center stage. We also recognized the seniors for the Mustangs cheerleaders who were here in their winter garb off to the right-hand side from the perspective of the press box and from the spectators here tonight at Mustang Field. Again, a good crowd for this rivalry matchup between the Colonials and the Mustangs. The Colonials looking for an attack on goal. They won't find it, not yet at least, as Bankhead is beaten to the spot near the sideline. Did not have a good look at the goal. Now working here again on the left wing and going back to Bankhead as Grimes. Bankhead now wants to go middle, but no chance. The Mustangs with bodies there, and Nairn is not going to allow anything to happen that the Mustangs did not want. Radcliffe working now to his left, momentarily getting that one to Roselle. This one will be a through ball out of play off a Colonial body. 11:42 to play. And a whistle here as this one comes in immediately to Radcliffe. Nairn watching as Radcliffe was off to the races, but this whistle will give possession over to the Colonials for a throw-in on the near sideline. Now another whistle. Substitution coming on, far sideline. Now we're ready to go. Throw in. Looking near the center line. Mustangs will kick it toward the Colonials' goal. Nairn with the header. Working it to the right wing, and the Colonials able to steer this one away before Nairn can close in. Doing the honors there, Dane Murray, making sure Nairn did not get a good look. But here's Radcliffe, and Radcliffe thought about the hat trick, looking there, top left-hand corner. Out of play. Did not wear a hat tonight. Today is October the 14th. Be Bald, Be Proud Day, celebrating a bald look, rather by desire or nature or circumstance. I gave myself a buzz before I came tonight to get in the spirit. Certainly a wonderful, cool evening for that. Probably could use a hat at this point. But if I had brought a hat, and Cole Radcliffe knocks in one more goal. Would have had to try to launch it a long way down to the playing pitch here at Mustang Field. Working through the middle, and some good footwork here by Denver Workman, one of the seniors for the Colonials. Little give and go from Guzman to Workman on the right wing, and this one is steered away. Well played by Cole Solarczyk, who did a very nice job closing out the Colonials and not allowing any further advancement for Workman on the far sideline. 9:24 to play. Far sideline, the Mustangs will keep it there. Radcliffe, nice little pass. Almost a back-footed style pass initially. Now a big lead. Beers is almost certainly going to have to play this. He will. That ball took a few extra hops ahead of the Mustangs. Jet Yager was on the move. Jet, of course, the last time I had an opportunity to be here at Mustang Field, Jet was very busy for most of the match. Really hustling. Now coming back the other way. This one will be casually played by the Mustangs. No real threat there as Toby Downs will step over and secure it. Under 9 minutes to play now. Guzman will give this one a header, but the Mustangs are there to get this one back their way, and they'll try to set the offense up here. Sending this one deep, and they've got a man. It's Cole Radcliffe. This one's going to come off the left wing, and Radcliffe into the penalty box, and now steering himself around. He needs some help fighting against was essentially a triple team, and he rolls one off the woodwork and then back in off the deflection. Number 21, who else but Jet Yager in turbo mode, just where he needed to be to lay that one in. And the officials are waving this goal off at present. Not sure how I feel about that. 8:09 to play in the first half. And no goal is the decision. I'm not sure if we had some interference in the goal box. Bill Dice letting us know there is a slight discrepancy between the time that you see on your screen and the time we have remaining on the screen right now. You're seeing 7:07. There is 7:34 to play. So a discrepancy right now of about 27 seconds between our clock on your screen and the actual game clock. Through ball here, pursued by number 23, Brody Baker. Baker watches it go. Now he'll have a throw-in opportunity. Big throw here for Baker, looking his side. Mustangs trying to get something set up. This one goes off a couple of bodies. Yager also there again. This will be a through ball across the byline, and a fresh ball is rolled in to Beers as we get the last call for 50-50 here tonight. Hopefully the 50-50 is done well. There is a good crowd here tonight for senior night. Great concession stand here at Mustang Field. Our concession liaison, Manny Dice, again took, I believe, $2 American and 3 Mexican pesos and came back with a true bevy of food. He had the concession stand buffet going for himself. Mustangs looking here. Radcliffe, oh my, Radcliffe nearly had a perfect wide open look at the goal. The Colonials did a good job scrambling back and making sure that wasn't too easy. The Mustangs trying to maintain this good situation. And right now it will go off of 2 bodies, including that of Elliott Bohr. And the Colonials will drive this one back to the center line. Guzman not quite able to get the control there as the Mustangs work it back now. Again, left to right for the Mustangs in their red and blue. Center lane now coming right lane. Looking this way, that'll be number 21 for the Mustangs. Yager, who we thought had a goal just a moment ago. He wanted a pass ahead, and that one is going to roll across the byline. And Beers will roll this one back into Landon Eicher. If we're talking birthdays today, there's one more I want to mention now before I forget. Today is also the birthday, born today in 1978, A special happy birthday from the South Union Township Sports Network to Usher Raymond. That's right, the one and only Usher, pop music icon, born today in 1978. This one driven ahead, and then momentarily a good look there from Grimes. He was looking our way to Fazenbaker, but the Mustangs got there before Fazenbaker did, and now they have an opportunity on the near sideline. Working it back and keeping it on the right-hand side. Nice little fake misdirection there by Boer, who pointed one way and dribbled the other. Pass gets through a couple Colonial defenders. Now the Mustangs, nice crossover move here, and a back heel kick toward the goal. Beers has to rush out and deflect that one away. Soccer ball going to roll over to Eicher and then out of play. So Usher is 47 today. 47 years young. I'm sure he's got a couple more platinum albums up his sleeve. Maybe a residency in Las Vegas at some point coming up too. Mustangs here looking to establish a residency for themselves. Cole Radcliffe has already done that. He's in the history books here at Laurel Highlands for this wonderful season he's had and wonderful career. And the Mustangs right now are in position as this is a through ball off of Grimes' right foot with 3:39 to play here in the first half. The Mustangs in position to go ahead with a victory potentially here if they're able to hold it in the second half of play. They would finish 7-7 in the conference 3A Section 2. Radcliffe wanting to make some noise. Big drive, wide of Beers. Beers will take his time to set this one up. His teammates slowly setting up their formation. Everybody, of course, looking a bit winded. This has been a very back and forth first half, although the Mustangs jumped out to an early lead and have looked strong defensively. This one bounces over the head of Popson, and the Mustangs are going to look here center lane near midfield, initially controlling Kalensic. Now the Mustangs want to lead Radcliffe, and Radcliffe sends one to the goal, and that one is in. And Cole Radcliffe does a backflip, and he's got the hat trick. Cole Radcliffe, my goodness, has done a great job here tonight on senior night for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. The Mustangs now lead 4-0. Cole Radcliffe with the Cam Scadaboo special. Cam scored 3 times on Thursday Night Football. Radcliffe 3 scores here, and both do the backflip. Guzman trying to lead a teammate ahead, and this one is going to be pretty easily corralled by Toby Downs. 2:25 to play. Big lead. Beers going to take care of that one. Beers again will allow his teammates to set up. Our clock is on your screen right now is closer to the actual game time. 1:55 to play, and we're showing about 7 seconds behind that time at present. Player down for the Mustangs. Hopefully he's okay. No stoppage of play yet. And now we will get that stoppage of play. Radcliffe hopefully is okay. He's going to stand up under his own power. He has already scored 3 goals tonight. We want to thank our sponsors again, Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, the Sprouse Insurance Group, and agent David Hughes, SWGI Specialist, now a part of U.S. Digestive Health, the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns, United Bank, LH Soccer Boosters, South Union Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, and last but not least, Chesler's Fine Furniture. All helping to make this broadcast possible for you this evening. This one knocked out of play, near side. Will be a throw-in for the Colonials. They have about 75 seconds to work with here. Jeremiah Bankhead will size up the situation. And he's going to throw one off the body of Elliott Bohr, and the Mustangs momentarily corral that one. Now the Colonials, again, the Colonials really just looking for some offense here. They have not had many opportunities. Toby Downs has enjoyed some relative smooth sailing here this evening. He stands right now outside of the goal box, watching from afar. Here's Cole Radcliffe. Does he get 4? And this one is kicked high and out of play. 35 seconds to play here at Mustang Field. The Mustangs ahead 4-0. The Albert Gallatin Colonials coming off their first conference win of the season. But so far they have not been able to establish themselves, certainly not the way they would like to. The Colonials offensively have struggled mightily against conference opponents this year, sans that last matchup against McKeesport, whereas the Mustangs offensively have been very strong. You scatter a few goals for this Mustang team here and there this season, and there's a goal, speaking of scattering one. And an offsides call was going to negate that one just before the half break. So we'll keep that one at 4-0, 4-0 here going in to our break. We'll take a short break here on the South Union Township Sports Network, and we're going to pull together a halftime show for you while we take this break and share with you a word from our sponsors. Thank you, as always, for checking us out on the South Union Township Sports Network. Live from Mustang Field, Laurel Highlands 4, Albert Gallatin nothing. We'll be right back with your halftime show here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
If it's time for a change in decor at your home, let the trained staff at Chesler's Fine Furniture work their magic. The August store-wide furniture clearance is going on now. There are no gimmicks involved, just great values and old-fashioned service. Chesler's offers the finest in name-brand furnishings by famous makers, plus accent pieces and wall decor that will underline your unique sense of style. You'll find items such as genuine Lazy Boy rocker recliners for just $4.29. 5-piece dining sets starting at $5.99. For the family room, there are reclining sofas from $7.99 and up with matching reclining love seats and recliners. For the formal living room, there are sofas starting at $4.99. Don't forget the bedding department, as all mattress sets are reduced. Every piece of bedroom furniture, every piece of living room furniture and dining room furniture, every piece of furniture at Chesler's will be discounted. Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 in Uniontown, where customers send their friends. The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
This is Dr. Alyssa Lorenz of U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown, Pennsylvania. Common issues like difficulty with swallowing, frequent heartburn, recurrent abdominal pain, bowel habit problems, and rectal bleeding are often easily diagnosed and treated. Dr. Calabrese Stokes, Hoppy, and I are local gastroenterologists that are here to help. For more information, call our Uniontown office at 724-437-7677.
Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown is a proud supporter of youth sports. Smith Lewis Chess was established in November of 1988 with offices in Uniontown and Indiana, PA. Their firm was established with professionals capable of providing a diversified range of services with a commitment to quality control and at the same time providing opportunities for their employees to experience interesting and rewarding careers. Contact Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown today. They are located at 670 Cherry Tree Lane in Uniontown. Phone 724-438-7088. That's 724-438-7088 for Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown.
Hard work, respecting others, and being a good team member are values that South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott knows well. Whether he's running a machine, repairing storm drains, operating a plow truck, or working with his fellow supervisors on economic growth, Jason Scott is working every day to keep residents safe, maintain the strength of our local businesses, and enhance the quality of life in South Union Township. Best wishes for a great season from Jason Scott, who would appreciate your vote for Township Supervisor.
Paid for by the candidate.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown. Doctors Calabrese, Hoppy, Lorenz, and I want to wish our local football teams and fans the very best in 2025 and remind you that our board-certified gastroenterologists are always here to help you and your family with a wide variety of GI health issues. Lastly, please consider a screening colonoscopy. It's a 30-minute painless test that could save your life.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. If you're watching this game on BreezeLine or Armstrong Cable, we'd like to let you know that South Union Township Sports Network games and programs are now available live online. It's easy to find. Just log on to youtube.com and search South Union Television or follow the South Union Township Sports Network on Facebook for program updates. Facebook.com/South Union TV. Subscribe for notifications when we go live. We'd like to thank our sponsors again as well. You just heard from a few of them during our previous break, and you're going to hear from the remainder of them in just a few minutes before we resume play, which we will be doing in just about 4 minutes and 50 seconds. Laurel Highlands leads 4-0. Cole Radcliffe with the hat trick. He has 3 of those goals. The other goal coming by way of number 38, Matt Kolensik. Laurel Highlands offensively off to a great start. Of course, Laurel Highlands looking to win tonight. If they do win, they will improve to 7-7 in the conference. And, of course, they are anticipating Ringgold will lose. Ringgold is up against Bethel Park, who has not yet lost in the conference. Bethel Park with 2 ties in Class 3A Section 2, those against Thomas Jefferson and Trinity. If Ringgold were to lose, they will also be 7-7. That will create a tie for 4th place between Ringgold and Laurel Highlands. South Fayette, McKeesport, Albert Gallatin, all very much on the outside looking in boys 3A Section 2. Albert Gallatin right now 1-12 in the conference, 2-14 overall. They did enjoy a really great win at home against McKeesport back on October the 9th. That was a 6-1 victory. But prior to that, Albert Gallatin had a very difficult stretch against Ringgold, Trinity, Thomas Jefferson, Bethel Park, and South Fayette. During that stretch, they were able to produce just 1 goal offensively for themselves, while at the same time they surrendered 31 goals to their competition. So certainly that 6-1 victory that came on the 9th against McKeesport was long awaited for the Albert Gallatin Colonials. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs, on the other hand, they also enjoyed a victory over McKeesport back on October the 7th. That was an 8-0 win. Prior to that, the heartbreaker against Trinity, where they lost 2-1. Laurel Highlands controlled that game for much of the way, 1-0, and Trinity able to add 2 goals in the late stages of the second half to win. When we come back here on the South Union Township Sports Network, we will have for you the second half, Tuesday, October the 14th, 2025. Today is National I Love You Day, which is not to be confused with Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day often focused on maybe what you might consider to be romantic love. Today is just love in general. Tell someone that you love them, a parent, sibling, child, grandchild. Shoot somebody a text message, an email. Maybe give someone a call tonight. Let them know that they are loved. Certainly the world will never have too much of that. We'll be right back here on the South Union Township Sports Network in just a few minutes here at Mustang Field, Laurel Highlands and Albert Gallatin.
Some things just go together, like bread and butter, blue jeans and Saturdays, best friends and phone calls. And a great match? You and discounts from Erie Insurance. It's like this. Safety features in your car will have you paying less for your auto insurance. And pay off your Erie Auto policy all at once, and you'll save up to 7% more. On your homeowner's policy, you earn discounts that start at age 46 and go up each time you celebrate a birthday. There are more discounts, too, for things like home safety features and even teenage drivers. And the savings keep adding up. When you have your auto and home covered with Erie, you get a discount. Buy a life policy with us, and the savings can get even better. At Erie Insurance, above all in service means making life a little easier on you and on your wallet. Your Erie agent is waiting for you. Your local Erie agent is Sprowls Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowlsinsurance.com.
Discount terms and amounts may vary by state. See your local Erie agent for details.
This is attorney Michael Mays of the Davis & Davis Law Firm. We have been helping injured people just like you recover millions of dollars for over 45 years. If you're hurt or injured, I want to meet you and make sure you get the money that you deserve. Call me at 724-437-2799 for your free consultation. The Davis & Davis Law Firm has been protecting our neighbors in Greene and Fayette counties for over 45 years. Go to davisanddavislaw.com or call 724-437-2799 for your free consultation.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowls Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowlsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
As Michael Jackson's Thriller draws to a conclusion, we are ready to resume play at Mustang Field here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Joshua Scully with you, Bill Dice behind the camera, Jason Taylor on the public address. You will certainly hear him as this one unfolds. We have switched sides, so the Mustangs will now be operating from the right to the left across your screen, and the Colonials from the left to the right. The Colonials in their white and black uniform, and the Mustangs in their red and blue. Looking for Nairn here deep in the Colonials' penalty box, and the Mustangs will just casually keep control of it. The Colonials seemed unsure momentarily as to where the ball was. And now it's with Cole Radcliffe. That's exactly where the Colonials don't want it to be. Radcliffe weaving through traffic. Finally, it's going to be Guzman who denies him, but this is a through ball that will stay with the Mustangs. I don't believe there were any subsequent touches. Thrown in here by the Mustangs, number 31. That's Mason Seasai. Ball will roll across the opposite side now and will roll out to a Mustangs coach. Albert Gallatin will take control here, and Jeremiah Bankhead with an opportunity on the throw-in. He's going to look at pops and run by. Then he wants to go deep, and a header from the Mustangs will deny that. Now on the near sideline, the Mustangs looking to expand upon this 4-0 lead. Certainly, they can probably see themselves as already having an insurance goal or two because the Colonials have not yet really threatened much. This one going to be caught, well played there by the Colonials goalie, Caden Beers, stepping out to seize this one and not leaving anything to chance. Right now, the Mustangs could potentially, and we're going to let the numbers speak to this. We certainly don't want to put the proverbial curse on anybody, but given the Colonial struggles offensively against conference opponents, you would like to think that if the Mustangs go ahead 5-0, that's a tall mountain for the Colonials to climb. This one is in. What a kick! Off the left wing, off the woodwork, and in. The Mustangs do get that fifth goal, and who else but number 8, Cole Radcliffe. A true hat trick now, 4 goals. When you get that third goal, of course, conventionally, that's a hat trick. Following the brace, Cole had that early on in this match. And now the fourth goal, we're going to call that a croc trick. You have to throw your Crocs out onto the pitch on the fourth goal. I know there's a more appropriate term for it, but we're going to say that. That's very 2025 of us, I think. Here's a kick toward goal. Beers is there to catch this one, and he seizes control of it. 37-31 to play. Colonials now just looking to see if they can get anything going, as Laurel Highlands has more than taken control of this match, and they'll take control of the ball. Right now, the Colonials, I'm sure, would love to get a goal on the board. Historically, if you are we have a whistle blown here on the pitch. If you are a soccer aficionado, 4 goals historically was known as a haul of goals, whereas 2 goals would be the brace. More recently, 4 goals has been known as the supreme or super hat trick. But I like croc trick. You have to throw your Crocs on the field. Then maybe we give all the Crocs to the Salvation Army afterward or something like that. I think that would be cool. Working on the near sideline, the Colonials again trying to steer this one across midfield. No luck. The Mustangs have been just everywhere tonight. And this Mustang team has been very good. It's not as if the Mustangs are only playing good tonight because it's senior night. I know, regardless of the sport, that tends to generate a bit more energy from any player who's being recognized on senior night. Certainly, that is true. And this one is going to be to Nairn. Nairn nearly able to cross over and maintain control of this one. Mustangs able to keep it on their side of the center line here and keep the Colonials under attack. Nairn, good dribble work there. He's going to find a man in the middle, and this is going to be Radcliffe. Good little pass in the midst of that by Kolensik. Then the ball is lost to the byline. Some historically have also referred to 4 goals in soccer as a poker of goals. And we may also be prepared to tell you what 5 goals in a match is, because if Cole Radcliffe picks up one more, he's going to have 5 goals tonight in this match alone. What an offensive effort from him. Far sideline right now. The Colonials, again, they have some seniors on the field who, for all intents and purposes, are playing their final game tonight, so I'm sure they would love to represent themselves by getting 1 or 2 in the net here, if at all possible, in the last 34 minutes. In any case, we're going to root for Cole here, as Cole has an opportunity, and then Guzman just steps in the way at the last second to deny what could have been a good look, and this one is lost to the sideline. If Cole gets that 5th goal, a 5th goal in one match is a glut of goals. Cole already has the haul of goals. This one going to be thrown in by Guzman. Mustangs immediately on it. Trying desperately to get position there was Milo Grimes, and a whistle will blow this one dead. 2 more birthdays for you. These are both from the athletics world, and 2 of my favorite historical athletes. Not that we're going too historical here with these 2, but both of these gentlemen were born in the 40s. As Radcliffe here is going to have a chance. He might get the glut right now. Here's Radcliffe. Powers this one toward the goal and wide, and that one had to spin. That one had a tremendous amount of top spin. That one would have rolled up somebody's body. The Colonials very fortunate there. But happy birthday today to former NFL wide receiver Charlie Joyner, born today in 1947. And for all of you baseball and Pirate fans out there, happy birthday today. And Mustang player going to hit the deck here as the Colonials now playing with some renewed urgency. And oh my, they just missed Grimes on what would have been a wonderful look at the net. And I'm sure Grimes frustrated there. That was just a foot off the mark at most. Now playing the near sideline again, and pushing this one ahead is Samuel Evans, but the Mustangs defense easily drops back to help cover that one up. 32:15 to play. The Mustangs trying to maintain this one. No, they will not. Lost it to the byline. Today, born in 1946, the one and only Al Oliver. Al Oliver celebrating a birthday today. Al, of course, a part of those Pittsburgh Pirates teams from the early 1970s that were also very good. Won a World Series with the Pirates during that stretch. Later on, Jason Taylor, I believe, has the nickname for Al Oliver. What was it, Jason? Scoop. That sounds right. And Radcliffe nearly has the glut right there. That one, Radcliffe was somehow able to maintain toward the goal box. Now a big kicking in, and what a drive. And I believe for the Mustangs, that's number 42, Elliott Bohr. And Bohr drove that one home at distance. What a kick. Wonderful work for the Mustangs, 6-0. But happy birthday to Al Oliver. Al had a wonderful career beyond the Pirates, of course. Continued to be a very successful Major League player for many years after departing the Pirates. 31:09 on the clock. The Colonials trailing 6-0, and right now the Mustangs feeling the energy of senior night. And again, I'm sure these Colonials, they have quite a few seniors on this team. And a few of them have played significant minutes tonight for this Colonials team. Presumably are playing their final ever soccer match tonight. And again, the Mustangs are, I'm sure, hoping collectively that Bethel Park will emerge victorious against Ringgold and force this tie for fourth place in 3A Section 2, if at all possible. In the later moments of this one, we will share some information as well about our Mustang seniors, as the Mustangs have taken a commanding 6-0 lead here against the Colonials. Albert Gallatin, I'm sure anyone who's listening from Fairchance, Smithfield, Masontown, or the regions that encompass that school district have an eye toward Friday night, where Albert Gallatin will look to remain perfect on the gridiron. 2 games to go for them, and a chance to finish out a perfect season. And Albert Gallatin, speaking of their upcoming opponents, and you can't make this up, by the way, Bill Dice and I had an opportunity to take a look at this as we were discussing all the success that the Albert Gallatin football team had this season. They are in a position to finish the season 10-0, and I know you never want to overlook any opponent, but this week they are going to be traveling to Redstone Field to do battle with the Brownsville Falcons. Brownsville winless thus far this season. And then Albert Gallatin will wrap up the football season playing host to the Red Raiders of Weir, West Virginia. And Weir has also not yet won a game. So Albert Gallatin will take on 2 winless opponents on the football field in their quest to finish 10-0. They already have, dating back to last season, the longest winning streak in their football program's history. That's dating back to last year. They have won, I believe the number is now 12 in a row, which is pretty impressive. And Bill and I are hoping to have a chance to see that patented flexbone offense here in just a few weeks when the Colonials take on Weir. On this day in history, if you're a history fan, you roll the clock back to the year 1066. Today, the Battle of Hastings was fought. And if you don't know anything about the Battle of Hastings, just know it had a tremendous influence on what you might consider now to be British history, and as much of North America was initially colonized by the British. Yeah, that battle, as a matter of fact, the Battle of Hastings, did see significant innovation in that part of Europe, at the very least for approach. And I don't want to say, oh, this one's off the woodwork and high. Very close. The Colonials not quite ready to give up here tonight. But that battle was one of many fought during what is now considered to be the Norman invasion of Britain, where quite a few new tactics and innovations were used that really had a significant influence on the British Isles collectively, and really, I might even suggest, all of Western Europe at that time, nearly 1,000 years ago. Also today, in 1964, Martin Luther King Jr. received the Nobel Peace Prize. It was awarded to him today, October the 14th. Radcliffe has this one blocked off of Guzman's body and across the byline. And for those of you who are listening that maybe were alive for this does predate my time. But I know many people who were alive for this, and they certainly remember it, as the Mustangs have a corner kick that gets away from them here in front of the Colonial goal. Today, October the 14th in 1962, the Cuban Missile Crisis began when American reconnaissance aircraft took photographs of Soviet ballistic missiles being installed in Cuba. And if you know anything about the Cold War, you know the United States not especially happy to see those photographs. Thankfully, that was in a time before social media. Coming back down now the far sideline, here's Popson trying to flip one ahead. Popson trying to stay true to it, and he cannot. This is a through ball to the near sideline. Albert Gallatin going right back at it. They want to go to Grimes, and now Grimes maybe with an opportunity, and denied. Well played in goal for the Mustangs. And this is the junior goalie for Laurel Highlands, Daniel O'Neill, who did a nice job of getting his body in the way. Of course, we've seen O'Neill in goal before. Toby Downs had rolled as the goalie in the first half. Downs, one of our seniors. And momentarily here we are going to share about our Laurel Highlands seniors with you, although some of you, I'm sure, were with us earlier in the broadcast when those seniors were recognized on the field. Looking this way for Nairn. Nairn will be driven to the pitch by Caden Springer. Everyone appears to be okay. Nairn back on his feet. Nairn will line up now. He's at midfield. He's actually going to stand on the center line, but he's got a big leg. And here it is toward the goal. Beers will watch this one go out of play to his right. So let's take a moment and share with you about our seniors again. We had 5 seniors tonight for Laurel Highlands. including number 23, Brody Baker. Brody has played soccer for 13 years. He honed his skills with the Riverhounds. He's earned 3 varsity letters for soccer. He cites his most memorable moment as beating TJ in overtime last season. And he also splits his time with this team with the football, baseball, and track and field teams. Brody works hard in the classroom. He's earned high honors, and he's hoping to study pre-med at Penn State following his graduation, as we'll see a throw in here now for the Colonials with 22:50 left to play. Another one of our seniors tonight was Toby Downs. And Downs, of course, was in goal for the first half, did a nice job. The Colonials really did not threaten too often in that first half, but when they did, Downs was certainly there and ready to play. This one going to be driven back down toward O'Neill. O'Neill gets his heel on it, then he uses his left foot to drive it right back on the sideline. Toby's played soccer for 12 years, spent some time with the Riverhounds. His most memorable soccer moment, just playing with his teammates here. He also held Bell Vernon scoreless at the beach. He has split his time with the soccer field, football field, and track. He's a decorated track thrower. He has received accolades in shot put and discus. Those are my favorite 2 throws because the javelin, I used to measure the javelin for the WPIAL, and my goodness, talk about your life flashing before your eyes a few times. Every once in a while, the wind will catch that javelin, and it will get a little scary. Laurel Highlands leading 6-0 with 21:35 to play. A big one. That's off the crossbar of the goalpost. After high school, Toby plans to attend college and major in pre-med, which is really exciting. Great career path, certainly for Brody and for Toby. Casey Mahoney, another senior, played soccer for 14 years, honed his skills with FCYSC in Fayette United. He's earned 3 letters for soccer. Again, his most memorable experience, beating TJ in overtime and breaking their win streak. The Colonials momentarily controlling here, and I'm sure if you're Albert Gallatin, you're just looking for anything to hang your hat on here tonight. The Mustangs have taken down all the hooks in that regard, and the Mustangs left holding their hats, even in wake of Radcliffe's hat trick earlier this evening. Radcliffe, if he gets a chance to get out there again, he's still looking for the Glen, and this one is through and in off the hands of Beers, and that is 55. No, check that, 65. Jackson Baker, who drives that one home. And the Mustangs now lead by a touchdown with the extra point good. 7-0. Excellent work. And we're going to see Downs check back in as goalie. Going back to Casey Mahoney, he participates in Spanish and ski clubs, Bible study. He's a decorated swimmer, WPIAL qualifier, PIAA qualifier. After high school, he plans to major in business management and get into real estate. Hopes to continue his swim career as well. Zach Roselle, also a senior tonight for Laurel Highlands. He's been playing soccer for 14 years. Most memorable soccer moment, winning the Menarcheck Championship after being down 2 games in their bracket. Laurel Highlands able to battle back in that case. Now Radcliffe will see Guzman drive this one out of play and into the links off near the field house. Zach Roselle has also spent some time with the baseball team, the track and field team, achieves very highly in the classroom, a GPA of 3.8. Currently considering his future options. Can't speak for Bill, but I tell myself that every time summer break rolls around. How are you going to celebrate your summer break? Well, I'm considering my options at present. Here's Laurel Highlands on the far sideline And this one is going to be sent toward the goal. Good look there. And in the midst of that was Jet Yager, who does such a good job of getting himself into position. And last but not least for Laurel Highlands, our fifth senior was Cole Radcliffe. He's played soccer for 13 years, earned 4 varsity letters, logged time with the Riverhounds ECNL, the Riverhounds USL Academy, Riverhounds East, and Tri-State Elite and Foothills. Most memorable soccer moment, scoring a bicycle kick against the Nationals of the ECNL to take the lead and scoring an overtime goal against TJ to snap their unbeaten streak. Now, these numbers I'm about to share with you were prior to tonight. Keep that in mind, where, depending on which vocabulary you like, Cole has either a haul or poker of goals. Here's a kick sent to Beers. That one gets there on a skip. Cole currently holds the single-season scoring record at Laurel Highlands with 33 goals. In his entire soccer career, he has scored 54 goals, putting him at the top of the all-time list. That was before this evening. So Cole has expanded upon those marks. Best of luck to all future Laurel Highlands Mustangs in matching those numbers. Cole splits his time on the soccer field with golf and track. He has earned honors in the triple and long jumps, finishing 3rd in the county. After high school, he plans to attend college and continue his athletic career. So for these Laurel Highlands Mustang seniors, the very, very best of wishes from the South Union Township Sports Network and all of your future endeavors. So Mustangs are going to send one ahead. This one goes off the leg of Colonials number 22. Just stepping over to cut that one off was Landon Eicher. Popson for the Colonials, trying to maintain control. Popson fighting very hard here. Now finally the tackle will be taken away. Radcliffe driving one, and this one is wide. And Radcliffe struck through, splitting defenders. Sends this one just wide with 16:16 to play. Our clock on your screen just a few seconds off from the game clock. Maybe a difference of, let's say, 8 seconds between the two. 16 minutes even right now left in the game as per the scoreboard here at Mustang Field on a crisp August evening where the Mustangs have looked pretty crisp for themselves. They lead 7-0 and are now just 15 minutes and change removed from finishing 7-7 in the conference. And again, I can't stress this to you enough, the Mustangs, if you could just take a few goals and scatter them across this Mustang season, you probably take that 7-7 conference record and without, quite honestly, without too much work, you probably make that a 10-4 record. And a 10-4 record right now in 3A Section 2 would set you ahead of Trinity and would put you pretty neatly into 3rd place in 3A Section 2 and really right behind Thomas Jefferson for that matter. The Mustangs have really battled Trinity. They battled Bethel Park twice. I might even go as far as saying when you look at the season Bethel Park has had, and Jason Taylor here inside the press box confirming what I was just about to say, I don't know that any team has played Bethel Park this season, certainly not twice, the way that these Mustangs have. And Bethel Park is having a wonderful season, of course, in the conference. They are undefeated. They do have the 2 ties to go along with 11 wins. We're assuming they're going to get their 12th win tonight. Overall, Bethel Park has lost just 1 match this season, and that was out of conference, of course. So a very good Bethel Park team. And the Mustangs did force Bethel Park to extra time in their first meeting, I believe, and Mr. Taylor may be able to confirm this. The first one was 3-2, and the second match, I think, was 2-1. So Laurel Highlands battling late in both matches, keeping both close. And, of course, the last time I was here with the South Union Township Sports Network is the Mustangs fight here on the sideline. And the Colonials now able to take control, and we'll look ahead. They have Popson in the center lane, and currently working the far side for the Colonials. I believe that is number 6. I could stand to be corrected. If that is 6, that was Bankhead rushing down the far sideline. But Laurel Highlands coming oh so close to beating Trinity. They led that match 1-0 for really the entire match. Trinity picked up a couple of late goals to take a 2-1 advantage, which they were able to hold on to. 13 minutes here. Number 22, Eicher, initially working left on the ball, now is going to come back to our side. And a little battle here between Laurel Highlands' number 21. We have a whistle now. That was Yager. And for Albert Gallatin, Caden Springer. And Springer is going to step out for the throw-in. 7-0 again your score. Laurel Highlands led by 4 at halftime. They have continued to play wonderfully here in the second half, as they really have all season. This has been a great season. Here's Cole Radcliffe. Will he get one more? Cole splits defenders. Cole momentarily loses it. He's got it back off his right foot. Lifts one up and off the piping. And the rebound is going to roll away. The Mustangs are going to give it chase to it. They're going to save this ball. And that's Jet Yager. Yager still fighting near the sideline. Now the ball will be lost. Battling there for the Colonials as well. Number 11, Caden Springer, as we'll see a couple of substitutions step on here for Laurel Highlands. It looks like we have numbers 10 and 38. Chase Hall, Matt Kalensick. Throw-in going to come here from Jet Yager. Yager with a quick throw near side. Now this will be Chase Hall. Hall sends this one toward the concession stand. Just over 11 minutes to play. And the Colonials see this pass ahead away from Caden Springer and out of play. Mustangs will reset themselves. Mason Seasai with the throw-in. The Colonials able to take it away. Get this one to Popson. Little give and go. And he, momentarily at least, was able to get it back to Grimes. Now Grimes trying to lead down the right side off the right wing. Mustangs again collapse on that one. O'Neill, no, check that, of course, back in at goal now is our senior, Toby Downs. Downs ships this one away. Just over 10 minutes to play. Tackle attempt here for the Colonials. They will come away with the ball, at least momentarily. Some contact here on the near sideline. No whistle. Ball lost to the sideline. Fresh ball brought out. Throw-in going to come our way. This one bounces down the sideline. Rushing ahead for Laurel Highlands is Yager. And he certainly did his name justice there. Jet Yager rushing past two Colonials as if they were not moving. Now Yager is going to wait for clarification. The officials waiting for a substitution to come on. At least one. Just under 10 minutes now. And this is Daniel O'Neill, who just recently had been in goal. He's going to be responsible for the throw-in, and his throw-in will strike the body initially of Caden Springer, and then the ball is lost to the byline. 7-0 your score, closing in on just 9 minutes to play. Thank you for joining us here on the South Union Township Sports Network. We want to thank our sponsors again, Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown, Davis & Davis, attorneys at law, the Sprouse Insurance Group and agent David Hughes, SWGI Specialist, now a part of U.S. Digestive Health, United Bank, the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute, and physical therapist Jim Burns, LH Soccer Boosters, South Union Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, and Chesler's Fine Furniture in Uniontown. O'Neill nearly able to secure the tackle, but for Albert Gallatin, guiding that ball away was number 5, Denver Workman. Now Grimes will see this one taken away by the Mustangs. The Mustangs get this one to O'Neill. O'Neill trying to lead in a teammate. Center lane will be taken away. Here to keep this one in play toward the Colonials' goal, number 22 for the Mustangs. Mahoney did a good job ranging over. Now the ball with Radcliffe deep in his own corner. Radcliffe gets a lot of English on that ball, some real bend to it, and it goes off the hands of Beers and ultimately out of play. We are very thankful to have the opportunity to bring to you these broadcasts. We've had a lot of fun. I know I have here with soccer this year. Very glad to be able to do this. Corner kick for the Mustangs. Let's see if they can add one off a body. And this one is nearly sent in by O'Neill. Knocked away by the Colonials and out of play. Crosby France, the junior, wears number 11 for the Mustangs. He was able to grab that one off the track. We have one official standing near the penalty spot, the other in the corner. And I think we had to go very far afield there to track down a soccer ball and bring one back for a corner kick. But we've got one now, and for the Mustangs, this is Kolensik. Here's the kick. Into the pile, and the Colonials actually get a couple of touches on this. They steer it back. Benjamin Antal doing a good job, not letting that one get back to midfield. Mustangs going to work it right wing. Looking for a striker now down and in. This is a big kick toward goal off a body, off a header from Roselle. Roselle truly nearly had that. Beers, I don't think, knew for sure where the ball was. Roselle with the header toward the goal, and the ball just ricocheted off of Beers' body. Now some pushing here on the far sideline. Again, the Mustangs looking for another shot at Beers. Some good weaving here by Brody Baker on the far side. Now he's going to come center lane to Mahoney. And tackle attempt will be successful by the Colonials. They'll ship this one back to the sideline. Nice heel kick there by Radcliffe to keep this one off the sideline. Radcliffe still battling, able to keep this one away from Hayden Stewart. Now I believe this is Nairn with the big kicking off the header. Good look there by Daniel O'Neill, but the Colonials again able to protect that one. And this one off the body of O'Neill. On this date in history, October 14th, roll the clock back all the way to 1888. You'll love this one. So you're enjoying, of course, a live stream, a video live stream of this soccer match in real time or near real time. On this date in 1888 is the first ever confirmed video recording. First ever video recording by Louis LaPrince. It was a short few seconds called The Roundhay Garden Scene with a special camera that LaPrince had designed to create what we would now recognize as a video, a series of images, of course, projected at such speed to simulate motion. This one going to be covered up by Beers. That was today in 1888, just a few seconds, recorded by Louis LaPrince. You ready for the twist? The camera that LaPrince used, the device that he used to make that recording, and LaPrince himself disappeared off a train in France a short time later, never to be seen again. So that technology, whatever LaPrince had created to make this recording on this date in 1888, Roundhay Garden Scene, which was a recording of some of LaPrince's family members. Here's a kick wide, and Downs will just watch it roll away. That device and LaPrince himself disappeared off a train in France, never to be seen again a short time later. There's a lot of conspiracy theories as to what actually happened to LaPrince and to his early device. Of course, the film survives, and Mr. Jason Taylor here, who serves as our PA at Laurel Highlands Mustangs Field, is recognizing a few of our senior soccer players for the final time as they trot off. Great final effort here. Laurel Highlands leads 7-0, just over 3 minutes to play. Right now, the Colonials, I'm sure, would still love to add one and generate some offense for themselves. The Mustangs defense has been very, very good tonight. So we've got a special announcement for you from Roman George, who has just stormed into the press box with the front page headline from tomorrow's Uniontown Herald Standard. He's got it in print. Bethel Park has defeated Ringgold. And with tonight's win, Laurel Highlands and Ringgold will tie in fourth place in 3A Section 2, and the Laurel Highlands Mustangs will be playing playoff soccer. The Mustangs are in after tonight's 7-0 victory, at least 7-0, we believe, against these Colonials. I suppose with 120 seconds to play, we can't assume just yet, but I think we are pretty safe in this being a Mustang victory, and probably even by this score. Bethel Park has beaten Ringgold again, so both the Mustangs and the Ringgold Rams are 7-7 in 3A Section 2. And the Laurel Highlands Mustangs will be enjoying some playoff soccer. So these seniors who we have seen off the pitch tonight, they have at least one more match to look forward to as the Colonials fire this one across the byline. And we don't have confirmation on the score for certain, but we believe the score to that match was Bethel Park 2 and Ringgold 1. So Ringgold really put up a pretty serious fight to try to secure a win for themselves. Just 60 seconds to play here at Mustang Field. The Mustangs not done yet, even as we celebrate senior night. The Mustangs needed to win. They needed the Ringgold Rams to lose, and that has happened just as desired. 40 seconds to play. And I'm sure if the Mustangs players have not already learned that for themselves, here's a diving stop by Beers. They will soon. And we know that Mr. Jason Taylor will be announcing that over the PA at Mustang Field at the conclusion of this match. And that's very exciting for the Mustangs, especially given the wonderful effort that we have seen here tonight. Really a great team effort from the Mustangs. I know we've said Cole Radcliffe's name quite a few times. Offensively, he's been excellent, but this was a great team win for the Mustangs where they succeeded in all phases of the game. And there is your final horn. That brings this one to a conclusion. The Mustangs 7, the Colonials nothing.
Bethel Park has defeated Ringgold by the score of 2-1, which means that the Mustangs have tied Ringgold and will be able to qualify for the WPIAL playoffs.
So you heard it right from the Mustangs' mouth. The Bethel Park soccer team defeating Ringgold tonight 2-1. Laurel Highlands beating the Colonials 7-0. That will force a tie in 3A Section 2 between the Mustangs and Rams for fourth place. And that will allow the Mustangs to qualify for the WPIAL playoffs, which is wonderful news, especially, I'm sure, to our seniors tonight, who played so well. Again, this was a great team effort by Laurel Highlands, really across the board. Great defensive play, and, of course, some great offensive play, too. You cannot deny the effort that Cole Radcliffe put together tonight for his team. And Cole has only further cemented himself into the history of Laurel Highlands High School in the athletics here. He was already statistically impressive coming into tonight, of course, with the single-season goal mark and the career goal mark. And now he has added to those numbers 37 goals on season. As Mr. Taylor makes his way out, we will bid him a good evening. And 58 goals overall for Cole Radcliffe after tonight's showing. We want to thank our sponsors one last time, Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, the Sprouse Insurance Group and Agent David Hughes, SWGI Specialist, now a part of U.S. Digestive Health, the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute, and physical therapist Jim Burns, United Bank, LH Soccer Boosters, South Union Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, and Chesler's Fine Furniture. Thank you, of course, for joining us tonight, too. Tonight's game on the South Union Township Sports Network has been a joint cooperative venture with Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, along with Armstrong and Breezeline Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. Our final score tonight, Laurel Highlands 7, Albert Gallatin nothing. For Bill Dice, I'm Joshua Scully. You've been listening to the South Union Township Sports Network.